All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to tackle one of my favorite and maybe one of the most useful patterns in all of Korean. I'm talking about how to say, I don't want to do something. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll be complaining like a natural.
Okay, look at this. 아무것도 하기 싫어. I mean, who hasn't felt this? This is that Sunday afternoon on the couch, and you've got zero energy kind of feeling. I don't want to do anything. It just captures that mood so perfectly, right? So we're going to pull this sentence apart and see exactly how it works, so you can use it for basically any situation where you're just not feeling it.
So, what's the secret sauce here? How does this grammar actually work? Well, to really get it, let's take a look at a classic complaint, one I'm pretty sure we've all felt before.
Okay, check this out. 학교 가기 싫어. Let's break it down piece by piece. You've got 학교, which is school. Then 가, that's the verb stem for to go. Then there's our magic little particle, ki. And finally, 싫어, which means to hate or dislike something. So if you translate this super literally, it's something like, the act of going to school is hateful. And that's what's so cool about this pattern. It's not just saying, I won't go. It's expressing an emotion, a feeling of dislike. It's so much more expressive.
So let's zoom in on that little syllable, ki. This thing is the absolute key to the whole operation. Think of it as a noun maker. It takes an action, a verb, like 가다, to go, and it magically transforms it into a thing, a noun. So go becomes the act of going, or just going. And once it's a noun, a thing, you can say you hate it. You can't hate to go, but you can definitely hate going. That's the entire trick right there.
Let's run through a few examples so you can see it in action. You take 하다, to do, it becomes 하기 싫어. I don't want to do it. You take 먹다, to eat, boom, 먹기 싫어. I don't want to eat. How about 보다, to see, 보기 싫어. And 씻다, to wash, you guessed it, 씻기 싫어. See how that works? It's the same pattern every single time. So versatile.
All right, you've got the core concept down. That's awesome. Now let's add a little bit of polish. These are the details that are going to take you from sounding like you learned this from a book to sounding way more natural. This is so important. Let's call it a vibe check. What's the real difference between 가기 싫어 and something like 안 갈 거야? They both mean you're not going, right? But the feeling is totally different. 가기 싫어 is all about your emotions. It's like, I hate the idea of going. It's that internal feeling. But 안 갈 거야 is a decision. It's a statement of fact. I have decided I am not going. It's way more firm. Getting this little difference is what really makes your Korean sound nuanced. And of course, we got to talk about politeness levels. But the good news, it's incredibly simple. If you're just chilling with your friends or family, 하기 싫어 is totally fine. But if you need to be a little more polite, maybe talking to a coworker or someone older, all you have to do is add 요 to the end. 하기 싫어요. That one little syllable does all the work for you.
Okay, a couple of quick pronunciation tips to make you sound super smooth. First, with the word 싫어, that H at the beginning is basically silent. You don't really pronounce it, so it sounds a lot more like 싫어. See? 싫어. And the second thing, when you have a word like 먹다 and you add ki, that K sound gets a little stronger. It becomes a tensed sound. So instead of 먹기, it's more like 먹기, 먹기. It's a tiny change, but trust me, it makes a huge difference in sounding natural.
Okay, enough with the theory. Let's put this into practice and see how it works in some real-life situations.
All right, practice time. Here's the situation. You're staring at your messy room. Clothes everywhere. You know you should clean, but you just can't. The verb for to clean is 청소하다. So how would you say, I don't want to clean? I'll give you a second.
And the answer is 청소하기 싫어. You got it right. You just take that verb stem 청소하 and pop on 기 싫어. Easy peasy.
Okay, drill number 2. Picture this. It's pouring rain outside. You're on the couch with a blanket and you are feeling so cozy. The verb for to go out is 나가다. How do you say, I don't want to go out?
You know this one. It's 나가기 싫어. You take the stem 나가, add our magic pattern, and you're done. See? You're a pro at this already.
All right, pop quiz time. This is to make sure it all sticks. Imagine your mom puts a giant plate of, Brussels sprouts in front of you, and you can't. What do you say to express how you feel about those vegetables? The answer is, of course, B. 먹기 싫어. I don't want to eat it. Let's look at why the others are wrong. A. 먹고 싶어 means I want to eat, so that's definitely not it. And C. 먹지 마 is a command, like you're telling her, don't eat, which would be pretty weird. So yeah,
B is the perfect choice to show you just don't like it.
And that is it. You now have this super powerful, really common phrase in your Korean toolbox. You've basically mastered the art of the gentle refusal. So, I have just one question for you. Now that you know how to say it, what's the first thing you don't want to do today?